Alrighty, and I am recording. Welcome back. Um, it's Biohazard Candy Kid here. I'm coming back at you with another great video. So, geez, how should I start this? I mean, there's so much to say. All right, uh, 2030. You know why I wouldn't worry much about 2030? 2030? The reason why I would not worry much about 2030 is because that's going to be nothing. Ooh, excuse me there. Uh, it's not going to be anything special. It's not going to be a changing of the world, as you've been told. It's not going to be basically a destruction of the world as you've been told. Okay, and the reason why is because it's going to take a long time for that to happen. But what you can do is prepare right now. You can prepare yourselves. I don't want to say this. Well, I don't need to say this. Um, I don't really, I never have talked like this. I've never, what I'm about to say, I never really, I never let it out. I never let it out into this planet, to what we so call friends, teachers, family, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, you know, what we call humans. What I'm about to say, I've never really uh, projected it out there. And it's because, well, we don't need to. And who's we? Got the itches. Okay, so who's we? The beings of light, aeons. Um, we we don't we don't blab about ourselves. We don't talk about ourselves. Like, we don't keep running our mouths. Like, this is me. This is who I am. Um, you know, Let me tell you all about me. We don't ramble on about ourselves. We don't mention ourselves. We come in human form. Uh, we basically are amongst you in human form. Um, some of us have taken the route of disability. Some have not. And you don't notice us. You aren't aware. You aren't awake. And that's because one of the aeons of light basically left. And that's the aeon of darkness. Now, there was no darkness, there was only light. One of the aeons basically decided, well, okay, let me put it to you this way in simple terms. So you have a group. You have a group of 5. All of you are commanding. All of you are at the helm. All together as one. But one of them, one person out of that group of 5 says, no, I should be the one commanding. I should be the number one of all. And the whole group of 4 says, no, that is the job of all of us. All of us put together is one. And he goes, no, it should be. And because of that, Because of that, darkness has been created, and then he has been put in the timeout corner. You send your children to timeout, right? Where do you think that came from? The Aeons of Light. We have given that to you. We have given that to you so you may put that on your children when they are darkness. When they have created darkness, when they have done something bad, evil, when they have done a sin, you send them to the corner. Now, it is their job, whoever's in the corner, to come out of that by themselves. Not your job to basically help them come out. Because if you help them come out, what happens? They do not learn. They continue on doing the evil things that they do. But if they come out of it on their own, they will have learned their lesson. A child, a human being learns on their own. If a human being has to have, not has to, if a human being has help, it doesn't learn anything. Now, you can teach a human being something that it doesn't already know, something that it never knew. You can teach it something new. A child is born, grows up, doesn't know auto mechanics, doesn't know how to ride a bicycle, doesn't know how to draw. Yes, but once it has learned that, you cannot teach it anymore. It has learned it. If it does something wrong and you taught it right and wrong, you've taught it it is supposed to come out of the wrongdoing by itself. If you help it come out of there, it won't have learned anything. It won't have learned anything. That's why children learn when they're whooped. That's why children learn when they have been beaten. And yes, beaten. What do I mean by beaten? You know exactly what I mean. Punished. Sent in that timeout corner. And I know that you guys are going to be like, I know that you humans out there are going to be like, beaten? This is not 1792. Yes, it is. It's 1792 right now. Let me check. Yeah, it's 1792. I didn't say killed. I didn't say molested, raped, abused. I said beaten. How many of you got those? How many of you got beatings because you did something wrong and you've learned from it? You learn from a beating, but you don't learn from you go in timeout and then the mother or the father pulls you out and says, "Oh, come on, all right, get out of timeout." Nope, you don't learn that way. You learn from beatings, whoopings, ass kickings. So the Dark Aeon will learn on its own. Will learn what he has done. The Dark Aeon will learn what it has done. It will come out and be the light again. Why? Because there will be a revolution. There is a revolution. The revolution is happening now. The revolution is happening. You guys are the revolution. Of course, you don't know that. Of course, you're not aware of that. You're not fully awake. Fully awake is you're fully awake in all dimensions. You are fully awake in every level. So right now, you're awake in level 1 or 2. Oh, what are you awake in? Level 10? Ha ha ha. I'm an Aeon of Light. I'm telling you, you're awake at level 2. I am awake. Like, I am the awakeness. You are to come to me. You are to come to all Aeons of Light, the light bearers, light beings. All of you know who we are, because you have read, you have listened to, you have heard, you have, uh, when I mean seen, you've seen it in a book, you've seen it on a video, and I mean, you see me, right? This is a video. You see me, right? Here you go. Of course, I'm going to put it to you this way. Um, Everybody on the planet knows the story of Moses. You all know that story of Moses. Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, the Bible, Jesus wasn't real. That was just a metaphor story. That story was just a metaphor. What it's actually telling us is, well, okay. Moses was a real person. He was a spirit inside of a body, his temple. Moses was the only human being besides, well, he was the only human being besides the first two cultured, created human beings. So Moses was the only one to actually see an aeon as an aeon of light as an aeon. The burning bush story, okay, that everybody knows. Everybody on this planet knows the story of the burning bush. As a matter of fact, Moses was given special vision to see an aeon of light, because if we just left him in his natural state, he would have actually died. Well, basically, we would have taken him out of his body and we would have put him back in our lab. Now, you guys think I'm telling you a fairy tale or story. You think I'm just like doing some entertainment tonight. No, I'm actually serious. This is actually true. I'm not going to tell you, go find out for yourself. You're actually getting the truth. Actually, I'll tell you this. Just go around and go see if anybody else is going to tell you this. And when I mean anybody else that's not an aeon of light. Oh, but how will I know who's an aeon of light or not? Well, I told you I'm one. Because we are going to reveal ourselves one by one. The process is starting. Because it is time to get rid of darkness. It's funny how right now I'm watching a show, Andromeda, which came out late 90s, early 2000s. It's with Kevin Sorbo. I'm sure a lot of you have seen it. I'm sure a lot of you haven't. It's on Tubi. It's free. There is something called the abyss. There is something called darkness. Now, Andromeda. Andromeda is an actual, it's a book. The guy who created Star Trek, Gene Roddenberry, well, I think it's one of his sons. Yeah, it is one of his sons. Basically directed the show, right? It's a television show. It's an old television show. Not too old, but, old enough. And in there is something called the abyss, darkness. Gene Roddenberry, he knew the truth. He knew exactly what was out there. He knew what was past the firmament. Yes, the firmament exists. Okay, I'm going to explain this to you. Why are you guys called, why do we have a word called culture? Oh, I go to China, there's a different culture. I go to Africa, there's a different culture. Nope. See, that is a lie. See, the Dark Aeon has sent his demons here to make up stuff, to lie to you. The dark Aeon lies to you. Culture is not, um, I go to Italy and then I go to Greece and they're two different cultures. Nope. Do you want to know what culture is? The true science has actually gotten it correct. It's food. It's when you have a petri dish, you have some type of a, or it doesn't have to be a petri dish, but you have uh, dairy, you have milk cultures. That's what culture is. Well, I didn't explain too much, but I did in simple terms. It's okay. You have culture, right? Dairy culture. You have you know how you have kefir, right? And kefir that you drink or you can eat. You basically have cultures, right? Live cultures. That's what culture is. It's something that is alive. It's something that is being produced. Not you go to Canada and then you go to Mexico and oh well Canada has its culture and no. As in what you've been told by your history teacher, English teacher, whatever in school. No. What you've been told by the demons, that's fake and false. Culture has to do with what I just explained. Something that is alive, something that is in a world, in its shell, in its a certain state of energy, matter. Not the matter that you've been taught in science, not the matter that has been taught since somewhere before the Renaissance, after the Middle Ages, like 14 to 1500s. No, I'm talking about true energy here. A man and a woman, they have sex. They have sex. What is a baby? What is that? What is the body? What is the spirit? Where does that come from? There's a reason why you can't go north and you can't go south. There's a reason why you can't go north and you can't go south. North Pole, South Pole. There's a reason why you can't go except to the ocean line. There's a reason. And the reason is because there's a factory down there. Now, I'm going to explain. There is a factory down there where us light aeons, we send you spirits down in there, and then you come out of mothers on this planet. Humans, female humans. Yeah. When they say there's a hole in the planet, when they say that the earth is hollow, well, the earth is not hollow. The earth has bases in there. It has factories. There's stuff in there. It's basically what it is tubes running to the earth. Tubes going to the earth, not running to the earth, going to the earth that we have created that allow us to send parts of us, spirits, down in there, and then they come out through the women. That's why you are connected via tubes when you come out of your mama's vagina. When you come out of a woman's pussy, there's a tube. Why do you think that is? What is that tube? There are tubes running through the earth. Those are the tubes that you went through. And they stay connected to you because your mother is feeding you what she is supposed to feed you. All of the good energy, the good stuff. But because there's a dark aeon, there's also negative stuff that she feeds you. And that's why you are not perfect. Because if there was only good, if there was no dark aeon, you would only be fed good and that's it. And you would be perfect. Because when we created you in the beginning, when we cultured you, when we had our own little dish and we said, oh, let's do this and do that and blah, 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 Well, the Dark Aeon was over in his little thing, and he was like, "Mwahaha," and he basically corrupted some things. I mean, as you were passing through, as the first, you know, uh, humans passing through. Now, yes, before Adam and Eve, there were already entities on this planet. There was already another species, a life form. They were already there. We created them. See, Adam and Eve's sons, they and Adam and Eve, they said, "I'm not going out there. What the heck? They're gonna kill me." Yeah, they were exactly right. And so basically, uh, the dark entity is keeping you from the truth. Doesn't want you to go past the firmament. I mean, go past the you know the shores of the North Pole and the South Pole, and then they don't want you to go past the firmament, which is beyond the sky, beyond. See, Elon Musk. See, there's a lot of people trying to get there. Now, us Aeons of Light, we're not allowing darkness to get past there. But any of you who are good, well, we'll allow you to get there, just not darkness. See, darkness is trying to consume all, take away everything, destroy everything. But we're not letting it happen. See, he doesn't have the full powers. See, what happened to the Aeon of Light who got casted out and created darkness out of himself? We stripped away 40% of his powers. He only has 30%. We basically left him with the powers of like minimal destruction and creating his own little demons and stuff like that. But we did not, basically, we left him with the powers of darkness. We did not leave him with the powers of light. Because if he had both, well, that would be the end of everything. So we yanked his powers of light out of there, and all he has is the powers of darkness. So he cannot defeat us, but we can defeat him. And you can defeat him with us. We can help you defeat him. It's actually possible. Of course, he's one of us. It's like this. I'm going to make it simple. Take a flashlight, shine it into the darkness, okay? You take a flashlight and you shine it into the darkness, what happens? Darkness is gone. And so that's what's happening. There is a revolution, and it's happening now. And it's not the fake revolutions that are psyops created by the darkness, created by the abyss. It's not those ones. Nope. I'm going to show you something here. Okay? Whoops. Yeah, actually, let me show you this. Okay? Here's a website called Fin and Forge, stuff like that. This is a very good website. I haven't looked into it too much, but I know what it's about. There are a lot of people talking about survival. They're starting survival groups, not just online, but in the real world. Why? Because they're preparing. And those are the ones who are going to, those are the ones who are starting the real revolutions, the revolutions of light with the light aeons. Darkness has already lost. When we put him on timeout, he lost immediately. So for darkness to say, I won, I'm winning, la 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 la, that's bullshit. That's total horseshit. That actually is bullshit. It's a lie. He already lost. Um, yeah, that's the truth. So basically, darkness has to be eradicated. It has to. It's going to. It's going to learn its lesson by itself because it keeps doing what it's doing. It's going to keep doing what it's doing until basically it receives the ultimate punishment, and then it learns. It gets a beating, and then it learns. Oops. So this is a good website, Fin and Forge. You can find groups on here, I think. Um, you know, or there's other websites where you can find local groups in your area. I'm not promoting any, websites or whatnot. Let's see. This guy, Bear Independent, how to form prepper groups for when the shit hits the fan. Let's not say shift. Come on. Let's say shit hits the fan. You can't say the word shit. Come on. We're the I'm an Aeon of Light. I allow you to say whatever you want. It's only darkness that is restricting you from saying whatever you want. So this is a good guy. I listen to him. I'm preparing too. You think that Aeons of Light don't prepare? That we don't have to? Oh no. We prepared ourselves when it was just us and we were going to create everything. We were just going to explode our light out there and create everything. We prepared for it. We had to think it over. We had to, draw out the plans, stuff. It's not like we just went poof like that. Nope. We prepared for it. So we're preparing for this too. The battle has been going on forever, but the one on planet Earth, the physical one, humans in the flesh with weapons of all sorts. I'm just going to have you take a listen, and you can put in the comment section below what you think. It's up to you. Your choice. Take a listen. I think it will be worth your while.
No paralysis by
Whoops.
by analysis. Don't overthink it. Just go with it. Brief aside, one of the traits of highly successful people
Alrighty.
is that they're very quick to implementation.
Hold on. Let me let it load a bit.
Okay, that's good enough. Go. Right? If you're sitting around waiting for something to be perfect, you're going to miss your opportunities because nothing's ever perfect. Don't let, sometimes good enough is good enough. So if you get 80% of people who can attend, go. That's your day. Right? And it's nothing against the 20% who can't be there, but we'll catch you on the next time. So set a date. Get everybody's emails, start an email chain, set a date. At this date, this is the method that has worked real well for me and other groups that I'm a part of or that I've visited with or that I've interviewed or consulted with. This works. It's not the only way, but it's a way this works. In the morning, start about 10 a.m. And from 10 a.m. till noon, do a block of instruction or 2 blocks of instruction on whatever. Maybe it's basic first aid. And that's a good place to start because I think it's an extremely applicable skill set across all spectrums, all preparedness spectrums, just everyday walks of life. First aid is great.
Now, he's actually correct when he said the first aid. He's actually correct. I'm going to say something here. I think everybody, actually, let me re-say that. Everybody on this planet needs to read everything and they need to look at everything. What I mean, watch every video that gets put out there and read everything that gets put out there. Whether it's the internet, whether it's the television, a book, just get all the information you can. Why? The burning of Alexandria was the destruction of all information. That's going to happen. Once again, if you let it happen. Don't let it happen this time. So get all the information you can. If you watch a TikTok video on a cat jumping up and down, that's information. There is some information being relayed to you. And that is useful. See, everybody wants to demonize. Everybody wants to be like, oh, it's dumb watching these videos. It's dumb watching. No, you know what? There's information there. There is no such thing as dumb or smart information. It's what you do with that information that then makes it dumb or smart. But it's not smart or dumb just right off the bat. No, it's you. It's what you do with it. It's like a hammer. It's what you do with the hammer that makes it good or evil. Either you hit someone on the head or you hit a nail in the wood. Okay? You either put nail into wood or you hit someone on the head. Same thing with media. If you see a cat video and it's jumping up and down, well, that could serve you. Because what if you are trying to have your cat do that same jump because you're part of a circus act and you can't get your cat to do that? See, a lot of you don't think in that way. A lot of you just thinking, oh, you're just doom scrolling. You're dumb. No, there's people that watch dog videos because they want to know how to take care of their dogs, or they want to know how to do certain dog tricks because they are entering in a dog trick show and they want to win first place. Yes, there are those that sit in their room. They don't have a dog. They don't have any pets, never had one. And they just sit there and watch pet videos all day and laugh. Which laughing is good. Laughter is great. But see, you humans just say that's stupid and dumb because they're not watching what you're watching. Which they could say, what you're watching is dumb and stupid. You see how this goes? It goes both ways. But see, it's all how you use it. It's the content itself is not dumb or stupid. I mean, the content itself is not dumb or smart. The content itself is nor negative or positive. It's how you use it. It's a tool. The internet's a tool. A book is a tool. A hammer is a tool. Videos are a tool. The words written, yes, it's spellcasting, but they're also tool. Spellcasting is a tool. A person who writes a book, they can literally use the spellcasting tool to either turn you into an evil person or turn you into a good person. They can make you do certain things because throughout time, people have done things based off of books. They've read these books and they said, kill 40,000 people. Plant a bunch of food and feed 30,000 people based off of a book that they've read. whichever you know what I'm saying. So make sure you consume everything on this planet. Consume it all. Because there will be a time, if you let it happen, where darkness, the abyss, just darkness itself, will destroy everything. And all that will be left is darkness. And then you're fucked. Singularity is no joke. There is something after the singularity. Singularity is the end goal, yes, but there is something after. See, the singularity is when everything is just mechanical, robotic. There's nothing organic anymore. But even that dies, and what's left is darkness, the dark aeon. That's what's left. If you let it happen. I said he already lost. Yes, he did. He just has to come out of his timeout on his own. If he continues to do what he does and does not want to come out on his own, yeah, it will get to a point where there will only be darkness left. We'll still be here, the Aeons of Light. Because we can never be destroyed. We can destroy and create. Yes, but not destroy in the darkness type sense. We can basically take back everything. We can take the darkness from him. We can do it right now, but we choose not to, because if we, like I said, if we did that, he wouldn't learn anything. We can take it right under him and destroy it, but he won't learn anything. So we're not going to pull him out of timeout. See, he has to spend his time in jail and learn his lesson. He has to do good. He has to get rid of darkness himself, come and recreate his light. Okay, he has to have his light back into his system, and then we'll be like, voila, you learned your lesson. But nope, he hasn't done that so far. So the thing is that the thing is that the revolution is happening, and it's happening pretty quick. So either you join it or you don't. Either you join the light side or you join the dark side. It's that simple. Darkness or light. It's your choice. We gave you choice. We gave you the freedom to choose, free will. Not some politician, not some government. The Aeon, of darkness, he wants to take that from you. He doesn't want you to have that because he knows that you will use it against him. I explained Moses. What did Moses see? Moses saw an Aeon of Light. That's what he saw exactly. We gave him the special vision to see us as we are. That burning bush, see, it wasn't a burning bush of fire. It was just pure energy. Moses is the only to see pure energy, the only human being since Adam and Eve. Because Adam and Eve, they saw us in the pure energy. When Adam and Eve did what they did, we basically said, all right, well, guess what? You got corrupted by darkness, so you have been given just the darkness vision. Now you are no longer allowed, or not no longer allowed, well, that too. But now you can't see us in our full form because you will die. We will suck you right out of your body. You will just die. And death is not what you've been told. You just won't continue in your body that we have created for you. You will continue where you came from, in the spirit realm where the spirits are. And we will have to recreate bodies, send you back in, trial and error, whatever. So we put them out there, time out, whatever. They said, no, but there's things out there. How did they know? How did they know? Well, we didn't just put and Adam and Eve, the names, those were just given in the Bible. Those two, they it was implanted in them that, those two had implanted in them the knowing that there was something already out there, but they just couldn't figure out what it was. But they had that sense. There's something out there that can kill me. And they saw them. They saw what it was when they left. When we put them on timeout. And we told them, now, I guess we have to continue creating you. Because literally, I'm not us continue creating you, but you have to do certain things for us to send the rest of you down here. That's sex. That's a man and a woman getting together having sex. It's not a hard pill to swallow. It's easy to understand. So just understand it. Take the pill. End of story. And not blue pill, red pill, black pill shit. That's bullshit. That's for your fun and entertainment type shit. No. So literally, what's coming up? Well, you got a lot of man-made weather coming up. You got a lot of uh bullshit coming up on the internet, the television, the radio, books, a bunch of bullshit lies. You got the science community that's going to come up with some other bullshit. There's nothing new under the sun. There's a lady that I was watching today who did a whole video on butter, right? And first of all, I'm going to say this. Everything on this planet has been touched by the dark Aeon. It's been poisoned. Everything. He sprays the skies. He has his demons spray the skies. They spray on the ground. Everything's been genetically modified. People have been learning how to do grafting since we introduced you guys on this planet. Taking things, shaping them, molding them, putting them together, the cell structure, all that. It's nothing new. The information is out there if you want to go look at it. But we've been learning to manipulate, to change things forever. I mean, you guys have. I mean, we can do it too, but we don't. We just create, we leave it as is, and end of story. We don't go tweak our own creations. We just make sure everything stays in the balance that we've put it at. But other than that, we don't go mess around with things that we've created. Now, the Dark Aeon does that. He wants to destroy everything or tear something apart and then put it back together in his own way with his own, stuff. Poisons. It's like what they're doing with meat. Oh, they'll let you eat meat for sure. They're not going to erase meat from this planet. What they're doing is they are when I say destroy meat, because I know I said they're not going to destroy meat. Well, they're not going to not allow you to eat meat. They're not going to kill off all the animals and all this stuff. No, what they're going to do is what they've already been doing. They've been taking cows, okay? All cows. It does not matter what cow it is. They have taken all cows and they have injected them with poisons so that way the meat, the cow, it's still a cow. Like, it has a newborn, has a calf. Yeah, it's a cow, but the meat, it's no longer meat. It's the cow basically is a plant cow because the meat is not meat, it's plants because they have injected it with poison. They've injected it with stuff. So, what grows is not meat, but plants. So when you tear into a cow, you'll see some green stuff. They're doing that with fish. They're doing that with your plants that you eat, like your salads, your vegetables, your fruits. The demons have been doing this for at least a few million years, at least a few thousand years, at least a few hundred years. You see what I'm saying? For a very long time, very, very long time. And so it's nothing new under the sun. It's nothing new. But of course, there are people who are like, well, it's better to get this one than that one. No, it's all the same. It's all the same. There, there is such thing as raw. Yes. You go into a forest, you see what's in the forest, right? Whichever forest you go into, that's raw. It's just we have created some things that are not for your consumption. And you know what they are, the poisonous things. But there are things that are for your consumption, and they're raw. They have not been touched. I said everything's been touched. Yeah, they spray the skies. Yeah, but there are things that haven't been touched because they are protected. They are protected by the light energy. And also, they're protected by the tribes that live there. That's why there are certain places you cannot go, because the tribes there won't allow you to, because we have set those tribes there to protect. And what I mean by protected also is that even though they spray the skies, it doesn't get into those plants. Yes, that is a thing. There are still plants on this planet that we do not allow for those plants to. Basically, there are plants on this planet that are not allowed to suck up any bad things that come from the sky. Oh yeah, because there's a force field around it. There's energy. There is a whatchamacallit, like a protect. It's protected by a shield. There's a shield around it. I'm telling you this because I'm one of those people who has put that out there. I've protected these plants. Now, of course, you call me crazy, call me whatever. Yeah, because you're human. Because you're not perfect. Because the Dark Aeon is the one that is basically programming you to say that, telling you to say that, because he doesn't want you to know the truth, because you will arise from your second level and go straight to level 10 and defeat him alongside with us. All of you will. So he has to squish you, keep you at level 2, keep you at level 0. Not rise above 1, 2, or 0. So I want you to know that the revolution is happening. There's a lot of preppers out there, the real true preppers, the ones that know. And they're being led by Aeons of Light. Yes, they are. They're being led by the Aeons of Light. The ones that have the true communities, that are truly prepared for what's coming. And 2030 that's part of it, yeah, but that has nothing really to do with what I'm talking about. That is just a passing. Oh, you wait. You wait until 2050. Oh, you wait. Oh, they will try to accelerate it to 2030, yes. But see, I have the brake on hand. And the minute they press the button is the same minute I press the brake, and they don't go anywhere. They won't go anywhere. As a matter of fact, they're at 5 miles per hour now. They'll stay at 5 miles per hour because I have the brake on 5 miles per hour. So when they press the button, it's really not going to do anything because the brake is on already. So I want you guys to take this information and I want you to use it in whatever way you want to. Will you be punished if you use it in a negative way? Oh, yes, you will. You will receive a beating. Will you be rewarded for using it in a good way? Oh, yes, you will. You will be rewarded. So use it as you wish. Your choice, your freedom. We gave it to you. We created choice and freedom. Have it. Here you go. So literally start preparing. Ask everybody to be in your preparedness group. Don't be the person that is like, oh well, let's not do these people. Let's count them out. Oh, I mean, because a lot of these people on the internet, writing books, out on the TV, radio, your neighbors, whatever. Yeah, they'll tell you, oh, that's not a good person. Don't do this. Don't. No, we got to get everybody on the planet to be in one big group so we can defeat the darkness and the abyss. Basically, same thing, one and the same. In order to defeat darkness, it has to be all of us. In order to join, in order to be with us, the light aeons, to defeat darkness, it has to be the whole entire world. It can't just be 5 people. And you do it all at once. Not that, oh, hey, let's send Johnny first, and then we follow. Oh, see, Johnny got killed. Oh, see, that's the reason why we're not going. Nope, you do it all at once. So get started. Not because I said so, because it said so. Starting said so. The universe said so. The revolution said so. Because get started said get started. Oh, you have a choice. You have lots of choices. Not because I said so, but because you do. So, I'm going to get off of this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Please stay tuned. More videos to come. I got something in the works. Oh, yeah. I'm going to be gone for a while. Where I'm going, I may post some videos. I may not. Depending on, see if I can get some stuff working on, on this other computer, this laptop that I'll be using. But other than that, you guys take care. Make the world a better place. Expose evil. One camera, one microphone at a time. Beat the devil. Uh, like Bob Ross used to say, beat the devil out of it. Take a brush. Beat the devil out of it. You know what to do. Bowers the Candy Kid's going to be signing out. Peace. And this Aeon of Light blesses you. All the gods, they bless you. Minor and major. Take care, everyone. Hope to see some comments. All right? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Remember, I don't care about that. Channel's not monetized. I don't have to tell you that. All righty. Enjoy yourselves. Peace.